Hello guys and welcome. It is that time again. It's time for Swipe Left. Listen, we got a lot to talk about. So with no further ado, let's get started. Swipe left. Swipe left. Hello you all and welcome to another episode of Swipe Left. I am Milan Trejor from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am your hostess with the mostest. Today is June 29th, 2019. We have a lot of stuff to go ahead and cover. So without any further ado, what are we going to do? We're going to cut through the bull. We're going to sort through the mess. And when we get the facts straight, then we're going to what? You got it. We're going to swipe left. It is so good to be back with you guys again. Before I get started, I do want to do some thank yous like I always do. I have a few people who actually did some super chats during the last week's premiere, and that was Sheridan Marchand, also ATL Finn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it, but I really appreciate the fact that you did. Thank you so much, Queens. Mwah! Thank you so much. Now, let's get down to some of these things that we have to talk about today. I have two pieces of not so good news, so we are going to go ahead and knock those right on out of the way right now. First one is a living legend. You got it. The one and only Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is actually on dialysis, which I had no idea. I had no idea because he stays working, and if I had never actually read this, I wouldn't know that Stevie was actually going through any type of medical issues. So hats off to Stevie for being very strong. Dialysis really does drain a person. It's very hard situation, but he's on dialysis and dealing with kidney damage. He's waiting on a transplant, so absolutely prayers up for Stevie Wonder. I was really shocked to find that out. Really shocked. Prayers up for Stevie. Swipe left. The second person that I'm actually going to talk about is also a living legend. She is definitely one of our legend girls that we live for. Yes, Tina Turner. Tina has actually been battling some health issues for quite a few weeks here. I've been hearing different things about Tina Turner battling some health issues. So just want to give some prayers out for Tina and her family as well. Definitely hoping that she actually gets better. But I've been hearing about her fighting with some multiple health issues for the last couple of weeks. So I definitely wanted to mention it. And that's really it for the bad news that I have. But yes, definitely Stevie Wonder and Tina Turner, have them in your prayers. Have them in your prayers. They are definitely living legends. And we need them here. We need them here. So you two both get better. Get better. Swipe left. Alrighty, let's move on. One of our favorite shows. There's been so much drama wrapped around this show lately. So much. It's just nothing but drama, drama, drama. But Empire. Empire is actually going to be returning on September the 24th, 2019 for their final season. The show is actually being moved to Tuesday nights at this point. You know what? I don't know that it even really matters. I can't stand it. It's always a bad sign for me when you start seeing television shows and the days that they're on starts to change. This show has always come on a Wednesday on Fox. Now all of a sudden it's coming on Tuesday, and I guess it doesn't matter. It is the final season, so I believe that Lee Daniels and Taraji and Terrence and the whole rest of the crew, they're going to go out with a bang anyway, so I'm not too much worried about it. I just don't like the way that things have actually been handled. I really don't. I've been a huge fan of Empire from the very beginning. Things really did start to go downhill, and I think the last few seasons, I even stopped reviewing the show. Things just started to go downhill, and it just seemed like it was just one bad thing after the other. And is the show terrible? No. The show's not terrible. It's definitely still watchable. There are things on television that don't even stack up to Empire, but for whatever reason, it doesn't have that solid kick punch that it had in the beginning, and it just, for whatever reason, just has not been able to hold on. But I really don't like and do not appreciate the treatment that the show or its cast has actually been getting. I really don't. And that's just my 2 cents. Nobody may even care, but that's all right, because this is my show. This is my place where I get to say what I want to say, and I say, I don't like what's going on with my Empire. I don't care for it at all. I really don't. I don't like the treatment that it's gotten at all. It was always controversial. It was always controversial show. And I think that whenever the powers that be got the chance to kick them in the can, they're taking every opportunity to kick at them. But they're going to go out with a bang, so I ain't too much worried about it. But I definitely did want to give my 2 cents on it. Anyway, have a great season. Starting September the 24th. Empire. I'll be watching. I won't be reviewing, but I will be watching. All right, you guys. Swipe left. All right, let me continue on with one of my favorite television shows. Speaking of drama that hasn't taken place, that will be taking place. You got it. AHS, American Horror Story, 1984. So that is the official title now. It's AHS 1984. I'm saying 90. AHS 1984. Even a child, listen. Even the way that the promo is just bothers me. No, I am not reviewing it. I've said it before. It is etched in stone. It is going to be starting on September the 18th, 10 p.m. on FX. It's the 9th season. And the whole thing is literally wrapped around 1980s slasher films. So that's what the show is going to be about for the 9th season. And Scaredy Cat will not be watching. I do not like slasher films. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I really, really, really don't like slasher films. And I've had questions and DMs of people saying, well, are you at least going to watch the first episode? Why? If I already know, do you think I do all of this for no reason? I do all of this so I can stay ahead. Listen, I cut through the bull. I sort through the mess. I get the facts straight. And then when I get it all together and I decide what I'm going to do with it, I swipe left on it. That's what I do. That's the whole purpose of this. I don't do this so I can be blindsided. I do this so I know what's going on. And then I love you enough to share with you what it is that I found out so you don't have to dig through the mess. I just lay it out for you. That's why I do this. Ain't no way I'm getting blindsided. What do I need to watch one episode for so I can get scared and bothered? And it's not so much of being scared. It just makes me feel a certain type of way. I don't like feeling that type of way, so what is the purpose? I will definitely still cheerlead, baby. I love Ryan Murphy. I love American Horror Story. I will do all the high kicks and splits that I can take for the show. I will still do my advertisements and my rah-rah siskumba, but I ain't watching. Okay, I am not. I didn't watch Roanoke. I tried because I didn't really know where Roanoke was going to go, but it dealt with some things. Being in the woods makes me feel some kind of way. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not playing around. I'm not going to try an episode or two. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to cheer you all on. Watch, 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 watch. I'll be over here eating popcorn and waiting on it to go off. So that's just the way it is. But the 9th season does get started on September the 18th at 10 p.m. on FX. And dig this. Emma Roberts is going to be a part of the cast. So that's going to be exciting. She plays the Scream Queen really, really well. So definitely you all can look forward to Emma Roberts being a part of season 9 of American Horror Story. And that is it. That's all I have to report on it right now. You'll hear me talking about it as it goes on, and I'm sure you all won't stop talking to me about it. So definitely enjoy, all of you all. Scaredy Cat is gonna sit this one out. Swipe left. Okay, let me talk about something else that I really, really love that comes on annually, which is the BET Awards. I've watched every BET Awards that there has been since it's been in existence. And I generally do a full review on my YouTube channel for the BET Awards. And this year, I didn't do it. And I've been asked a couple times, what's going on? Where's it? I literally just found the show this year to be a bit lackluster. I don't know. And I'm still trying to figure out, because I know a lot of people were saying they had such a great time and they enjoyed it. I watched a few people's reviews that I generally watch and they enjoyed it. I don't know what it is and I haven't figured it out yet, you guys, to be able to tell you why I did not connect with the awards, but I have a few things that I'm going to talk about that I pulled away from the show. So this it is what it is. It's only fair that I do that for our people. I love you guys. So I have to talk about a few things that stuck out for me in the show. Lizzo is a new artist. I know of her. I don't really know so much about her. I do know that she definitely represents for the big girl. She is very comfortable in her skin. She is a fluffy girl, if you will. Very pretty girl. Very, very entertaining and very talented. And she showed all of that. She showed her comfort level. She was literally in a wedding gown. She basically kind of came out of like a wedding cake. And she was in a wedding gown and it broke down to an actual like a bustier with the panty and the garter. I think it was a whole one piece, but they had the garters and she had the little, I think they were like tennis shoes. She looked very cute. She looked very, very cute. It was very risque. She played the flute during her performance. She sang, she rapped. She really did well with what it was she did. I thought she was outstanding. She was groovy. She really was. She was groovy. And I think I even enjoyed more than her. I think I enjoyed watching Rihanna in the audience enjoying her performance more than I enjoyed Lizzo's performance. Rihanna was so here for it. And can I tell you how clean Rihanna was in this black leather? She was so done. So done. And it was so carefree. It was so carefree, but Rihanna has a way. I have always said in the past that Rihanna is a badass coat hanger. There's nothing that she can't pull off. She could have just as well jumped on the back of a motorcycle on her way leaving the awards. She was so clean. I love Rihanna, but like I said, I think I enjoyed her enjoying Lizzo more than I enjoyed Lizzo. But it was a good performance. Fantasia, who I always love. I'm a huge Fantasia fan. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at all. And then I was doing my digging and searching, and I found out that Anita Baker actually stuck her head in. You know, she was requested. Fantasia requested her presence during one of her rehearsals for the show. And Anita lent her ear and her eye for the performance, and she okayed everything, and she kind of gave Fantasia some pointers. That's, you know what, that's amazing to me, to be able to pick up a phone and contact the Anita Baker. Girl, come on down here and check out my rehearsal for the awards and tell me what you think. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. Seen her last year in New Orleans. Listen, Anita Baker is still a big deal. Trust it and believe it. So I loved that whole thing. Fantasia looked amazing. She looked amazing. Whatever she's doing, she needs to keep doing it. Whatever she's eating, she needs to keep eating it. Her body, her outfit, she looked amazing. Makeup, hair, everything. On point. Didn't go with the song she was singing. Again, this is where I got confused. The outfit gave me very much... It gave me a free your mind moment. As soon as I seen her, it was like a bodysuit with the train piece attached at the waist, and there was some feathers going on, and it was very, very avant-garde, and it was giving me very, I wear tight clothes and high heel shoes. That's, as soon as I seen her, that's what it was giving. But it was this more, she did this whole true live R&B smoky nightclub performance. Very, very Fantasia, and I didn't get it. And then I felt as though, of course, the performance was stellar. The performance was amazing, but wrong for this crowd. I felt like the performance and the song choice was much too mature for this crowd. Much too mature for this crowd. BET Awards is very much a young person's award show. And you need to stay in that vein, I believe. It's truly about what we call a bop. It really is, unless you're doing, you know, and then there's a piece at a time for a step back to the oldies. But Fantasia, you're not an oldie yet. You're not an oldie yet. So, you know, generally they actually do something like they'll have Maze or Patti LaBelle, or it'll be something, Shaka Khan. It'll be something like that in every BET Awards. But Fanny, you're not that yet. We still, you know, everybody still looks at you like a young, hot piece. You know what I mean? So, though I love what you do, I just didn't feel it was the right choice of performance or song for that event. Though you looked, mama, you looked fantastic. Listen, you can't read it. She was fantastic and the performance was dead on. One more thing that I want to mention. Mary J. Blige, like I said. Now, Mary J. Blige was the old head for the night. And Mary is still fly, and that's all I can say. Everything she did, she was fly. Her vocal performance, I felt as though something happened in the beginning where it seemed like she got off in the beginning and it seemed like she was trailing behind and trying to catch it the whole time. But guess what? I talked about this a little bit. I think this was last week that I talked about when your faves have a performance and the performance is not 100% what it used to be 20 years ago. I don't care. I don't care. It was still Mary. her presentation was everything. She had Method Man come out and listen, listen. The song choices that she did, the coat and boots that she had on in the beginning, please, listen. It was very merry. It was very merry. She went through all the big hits. The whole You're All I Need to Get By and the You Remind Me and all of that. My life, my life, my life, my life. All of that. She did it all. And she did it in merry fashion. You know, the band broke down dancing and the whole 9 yards. So, though the vocal wasn't the best, who even cares? So, that was like a highlight of the show. That, Lizzo, Fantasia, Cardi B was excellent. And of course, you know, it's Cardi's time. So Cardi is always in a fantastic outfit. The designers love her. So she, you know, she's designer down from head to toe. And I tell you all the time, you need to watch out for Cardi B. The more we see her, Cardi's stage performance is nothing to be toyed with. Cardi knows how to put on a performance. She really does. Through all her shenanigans and all her carrying on, Cardi knows how to put on a stage performance, and I love her for that. And she showed up and she showed out. And that was pretty much it. But other than that, I couldn't do a full-on review of the show because there was nothing else for me to talk about other than, and I didn't want to get on a video fussing for 20-25 minutes or so. Just wasn't going to do that. So there you have it. See, I love this swipe left situation. I can stick those little things in there when I don't want to put them on the other side. This was perfect for swipe left. That's what went down at the BET Awards. Hey, it is what it is. One miss out of all these years. We'll see them again next year. No problem. All right, you guys, swipe left. Okay, so I might as well knock this out while I'm at it. See, because I was talking about Cardi just a second ago. Let's finish talking about Cardi B. Oh, Cardi. So, Cardi was indicted this week, okay? She's indicted by a grand jury. And this was all about the melee. Do you all remember the melee that she actually was a part of at Angel's New York City strip club? This actually happened early August 29th of 2018. Well, the charges will actually be revealed at the arraignment this coming Tuesday. Okay? Now, Cardi actually rejected a plea deal on this case several months ago. And now it just kind of is what it is. She was actually accused of throwing a glass bottle and booze. The whole situation actually stemmed from, there were two sisters, a Sarah and a Rachel Watley. They are actually, they were tending bar is what they were doing at the club. And allegedly, one of the sisters had actually been carrying on some type of carry-on with Cardi's husband, Offset. And someone from Cardi's team supposedly threw a drink, and then, like I said, Cardi was accused of a bottle and booze being slung, and a melee broke out. Cardi, when you get this taken care of, girl, please don't look back. Just like, take care of it and don't look back. This is what you don't need. This is what you don't need. So yeah, Tuesday, I will keep my ear and my eyes open into the streets, and I'll let you know what they actually come up with, but they will not be revealing what the charges are until Tuesday. All right, you guys, swipe left. All right, you guys, you know what? Let's take a quick moment right here and let's hear from one of our sponsors. Take a look. Let me show you a new way of making amazing memories at your next event. With the magic photo mirror from Amaze Interactive Photo Booths. As guests walk up to the mirror, colorful animations, and a voice guidance invite them to engage in a magical interactive event experience that comes with a photo keepsake. Everybody loves a photographer at a party. This is that, but on a whole nother level. You don't have to take my word for it. Check it out. All right, you guys, all you party planners, you know where to come for all the things that you need to really step your party up to the next level. You got all the information you need. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking a look at that. Let's move on. Swipe left. Okay, so again, let's bop back into television, okay? One of the shows that I tend to live for every year. You got it. Real Housewives of Atlanta. More importantly, Nene. Is Nene Leakes trolling us down to the Twitter? Nene, she tweeted this. She sent out a tweet. Now I'm going to paraphrase for you all. It was a scenario. And the scenario was actually about having your mate speaking with another person who happens to be an employee of yours. And then when you approach him with it, he basically tells you, oh, I just needed someone to talk to, but we never talk about sex and stuff like that. We just talked. I just needed someone to talk to. And then in the tweet, she basically says, I'm asking for a friend. It's not me. I'm asking for a friend. Nene, girl, we know you ain't got no friends. What friends, girl? What friends do you have? Who do you care enough about, Nene Leakes, to actually go out seeking advice for? Girl, we know you ain't got no friends. But anyway, so listen. I'm just asking. You all put it in the comments. Do you all think that Nene is trolling us down to the Twitter? Now, you know they're filming for the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is she trolling us? You know her and Greg been arguing, fussing and fighting all through his sickness and everything, all through last season. Her and Greg wasn't getting along all that great. Do you believe that Nene has a friend? Or do you believe that Nene is trolling us and trying to pique our interest and make sure that we watch Real Housewives of Atlanta? We're going to watch anyway, Nene. But girl, I feel like, listen, I feel like you're trolling me, Miss Nene. I really do. And again, I'm going to repeat. Girl, we know you ain't got no friends, child. Anyway, put it down in the comments if you think that Nene actually has a friend and she's really asking these questions for a friend. Put a 1 in the comments for one old lie. And child, in the words of my good friend Forrest Rocks, I lie, don't care who tell it. Nene, we know you ain't got no friends, girl. Anyway, hit your 1s down there if you believe it, honey. If you believe. Swipe left. Okay, so listen. I think I want to do something here because I'm in a jovial mood. Are you all in a jovial mood? I am. I'm in a jovial mood and I feel like laughing. So, what better way to get a good laugh than we do a petty fashion moment with Mimi? Let's go. All right, you guys. So, we're going to do a petty fashion moment, okay? You know that generally I lean toward the whole clothing situation. You know, I love clothes and shoes and makeup and hair and jewelry and things of that nature. But what else I like? I like cute houses. I like cute home decor. I was out. See. Oh my goodness. You know this is getting ready to go wrong. This is getting ready to go terribly left, okay? I was out visiting a friend. And the petty in me made me want to share their decor with you because it was very interesting to me, okay? So, take a look at this couch. Somebody tell me, when is it time to let the couch go? when does it actually come time to say, you know, I think it's time to go to the furniture store, but you're still inviting people over. I don't understand. So, okay, this couch, I've been over to the friend's place a couple times and I said, whew, still here. Every time I come through, it's the first thing I feel like, still here, honey. And it just keeps getting more and more ate up. And it looks like, I'm going to tell you what the couch reminds me of. It reminds me of, remember the candy malted balls? It looks like malted balls, those chocolate balls. You know, chocolate becomes very crumbly when it stays somewhere too long. This couch reminds me of malted balls that have been in a purse, in a closet, in an attic for 3 years. Yep. That's what it reminds me of. And now dig this. I realized while I was there, shut your mouth and stop being so judgmental. Because this right here, my dear, is all part of a full decor that you just aren't aware of. You're just not aware of it. Take it in, because only in a place with a couch like that could you actually find this. Yes, a space heater. A one-legged space heater where the leg is replaced with none other than VHS tapes. I told you it was going to go left. And I said it was going to be petty. You all should know me by now. How many episodes of this have we done? You all should know when I say it's going to be petty, baby, it's going to be petty. Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. I haven't even gotten to the full petty part. You have the space heater that is being supported. See, because one leg is missing, so you got 2 VHS tapes, and I know some of my people are too young to probably even know what a VHS tape is. Listen, Google it. There's VHS tapes, but they don't have a VCR. So they have upgraded the house to where they don't have a VCR. Why do you still have VHS tapes? Well, holding up your space heater. So, okay. I just wanted to share with you all. Listen, this has been a petty fashion moment with Mimi. Chewed up couch, space heater in the living room, being supported by VHS tapes. It don't get no better. See, you can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you. Thanks for watching. Petty fashion moment with Mimi. All right, you guys, swipe left. Okay, you guys. Now, I don't even know how to approach this last story. This is the last story for today. And I had to kick this around for a while. I get a lot, I run into a lot of things throughout the week. I'm sent a lot of things because people love me and I love you back, and they send me things, say, look at this. And I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. And, this was one of those times where I was like, what in the world? And I got this video sent to me. And there was another video that came behind it. Okay, so listen. I am no stranger to a good scandal. And what better scandal than one that takes place down to the church? So just think about how I felt when I looked up. And here comes this video. And baby, I see what is... Oh, this is so terrible. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and share it. What is the son, turns out to be the son of the preacher man, down to the church, in the pulpit, hitting one of the parishioners below the Bible belt, if you will. And baby, I was just done. I was done, and I was like frozen in space, like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Yeah. Baby, he was going to town. And I said, okay. And the person who was receiving, the parishioner, is sitting there and he's talking smack. Talking about how he's sitting in the pastor's chair in the pulpit. I'm sitting in your daddy's chair in the pulpit. Now, I immediately got very, very upset because I was like, are you serious? This is what you're doing? Why? What are you, and I'm thinking about the fool that's on his knees carrying on. What are you doing? Like, what are you getting out of this other than embarrassed? This is ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. You have nothing to gain from this. And it wasn't a situation where he didn't know he was being videotaped. And then there was a second video as well. A lot of people, I don't think, actually saw the second video, but there was a second video where I guess he was giving him so much fellowship that he had risen up out of the chair and he was standing up and receiving his blessings. And I'm like, this is too much. You're videotaping, and there was no mistake about where you were when he's like flashing around with the camera, and you see Jesus on the cross over his shoulder, and I'm hollering at the screen, Jesus, turn your head, turn your head, turn your head. It was the worst. It was the worst. And this fool, who is the son of the preacher man, is grinning and laughing and smiling like he had. You enjoying it? Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. And then I just don't know where this is going to go. I don't know exactly all the details of this. It came across, listen, you know what this show is about? This show is all about things that have come across my desk. And this came across my desk. That's why I'm talking about it. It was a mess. And I will definitely be leaving my ear to the street because I want to know. I want to know. I know there were folks who were there were YouTubers and things that were reaching out to want to do interviews with this boy. And I'm saying, interview him saying what? Well, I mean, what are you going to say? What is there to say? And I think I really would like to see an interview because I want to know where your mind was. What did you get out of this? Did you do this to spite your father? Or just what and why? I don't understand the what's and the whys. And then I also saw some folks that were talking about reaching out to him who were from the LGBTQ community to support him because of the backlash that is going to come from the church in his area. So that's very interesting as well. That's very interesting as well. But I was just glad that somebody actually did have that thought process that, yeah, he's going to need somebody to console him, because I can imagine the church is not going to take it too easy on him. Not at all. But at this point, I don't know that I could even really feel sorry for you because you already know. You know, you already know. You already knew what you were getting into. You weren't tricked. You weren't catfished. You weren't none of these things. You willingly went and did this. I don't know. This is just one of the strangest things that have just come across. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Didn't you know this was going to get posted? Didn't you know it was going to go viral? Are you kidding me? A mess. Anyway, you all tell me in the comments, did you end up winding up seeing this? Of course you know I don't have a clip that I can actually show of this foolishness, nor would I. Nor would I. And if you think I'm joking, I'm definitely not joking. It wasn't a joke. I was definitely hollering at the screen for Jesus to turn his head, honey. I was like, are you kidding me? A mess. Hit it in the comments. Tell me what you thought, if you've actually seen this, or if you haven't seen it, just from what I've given you. Tell me what you think. Where do you think this is going to go? Trust me. I will have my ear to the street to be able to tell you what really happens. But y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen. Let's go. Swipe left. All right, you guys, that is it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I will see you back here next week for another episode of Swipe Left. Same time, same place, same bat channel. I'll see you guys then. See you next week. DJ, take me on out of here. Later, guys. Next week.
Feel like